meeting to order at 10:15. Councilor Austin, would you do the invocation, please?
Lord, we come to you today grateful for this opportunity to be of service to you and to the Cherokee people. We are asking for your divine blessing today. We're asking for your divine guidance. We ask that you lead us in all that we do, that you bless all that we do, that you bless the Cherokee people. In your name, amen.
Amen. All right, Shelley, want to do the roll call? Yes, ma'am.
Denise Taylor.
Here.
Keith Austin.
Here.
Bill England.
Honey.
Harley Buzzard.
Here.
Joe Bird.
Honey.
Sean Crittenden.
Here.
Mike Dobbins. Frank Hargis. Wanda Hatfield. Greg Stewart.
Here.
Dick White. Mike Shambaugh. Here. Mary Beckershaw.
Connie.
E.O. Smith.
Here.
Victoria Vesquez. David Walker-Stick. Brian Warner.
Honey.
Awesome. Okay, you got rather lengthy minutes from the last meeting. I would entertain a motion to approve those.
So moved.
Second. Got a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Any opposition say no. Which brings us down to Sean Slayton. I did see him.
He's in there with the chief.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think is Lacey here? Yes, they're all in.
Go with Diane.
Diane, come on up.
Okay. Her services is just busy doing recruitment fairs, job fairs. We've got a meeting this week with Stephanie Chapola at CNB, working with them on trying to help them with some of their recruitment needs. We've got a team in Stillwell today. We've got a team in Pryor today, and we got one up at Northeastern. So we're working on jobs. Got Daryl Legg out on one, and got Brenda Fitzgerald on the other one, and Hunter Palmer on the other one. And they got a team with them. They're working on jobs.
Good. Great.
Any questions?
Anybody have any questions for Diane since yesterday?
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Keep people working. All right, Anna's here also, so we'll go ahead and hear from her. Morning. Morning.
You have a copy of my report. The only thing I'd like to briefly add was that we applied for and were accepted with a pilot project that's funded by Walmart through OSU, and it's regarding rural communities, rural economies, and retail. And so what we did was we submitted a 5-county region, and for this application we submitted Mays, Delaware, Cherokee, Adair, and Sequoyah counties. And we will be working with businesses within those counties as well as organizations within the counties to help promote retail and tourism, since that's a #1 contributor to community budgets. So, and it also is entry-level jobs for a lot of people. So that's the only other thing I have to add. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm not seeing it right now, but well, here it is. Actually, your grants that you're working on and that you've approved, that's impressive. So
Thank you.
I hope you get all of them.
They're small, but yeah.
Well, every little bit adds up.
It does. It does. Thank you.
Any other questions for Anna?
When will that thing start?
We're working on putting the steering committee together right now, and I would have to look to see who we've got. We've got all the counties represented at this point, and then we'll start identifying businesses within the counties to try to engage. But I can let you know who we're working with in Sequoyah County.
Okay. I'd like to help on that any way I could.
Okay, great. Maybe we'll just add you to the committee then.
What? Go ahead.
Would you go through the counties that you just said?
It's Delaware, Mays, Cherokee, Adair, and Sequoyah counties. I know. We were limited in the number that we could submit, okay. And actually the small sub-region we had to submit had to have one retail center, and we decided Tahlequah was the retail center. I might be biased, but.
Surprise.
And so they revolve around Tahlequah, and if they fund again in the future, then we will look at bringing the northern counties together to do the exact same thing.
Trying to get Mays County that I have.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Counselor Crittenden.
Anna, had a good text about food there, Adair County. Now, we just a second or two, will you explain what you just said is happening in Adair County?
It is, we're working with organizations within the county and businesses within the county to promote retail and help create and build more kind of career path retail jobs, and trying to do that in order to lift the rural economies through retail.
When you start in Adair County, will you give me a call? And
Sure, I'll let you know who we have. We have all the counties represented right now, and into a steering committee that right now is about 20 different people, and so.
Are they having meetings with some of the business owners?
We haven't yet, but I will let you definitely know when we start that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of excitement around that program.
Yes.
Did you have comments?
No, good.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
you.
Anna. Keep up the good work. Okay, we're going to move on down and do our consent items, and when the others join us, they join us.
Yeah.
There was a tarot list put on your desk, so we just need to do a motion to accept those. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, I've got a motion and a second on the tarot certifications. All those in favor? Any opposition? Okay, we did get just now, hot off the press, a new community assistance tally.
And we added that Heritage Center, $210 for everyone. And I know if somebody happens to not want to do that, we can adjust that $210 since there's a couple out today. So, but
Jody, you're good.
I doubt that everybody. I think everybody will want to put in for that, but just in case, the amount may get adjusted.
And it looks like there are several new ones. People helping their folks out with Christmas funds and everything. So everybody just look at your stuff to be sure everybody's covered for the holidays. Go ahead, Councilor Austin.
I have two of mine here. It's the Boy Scouts of America, and it's two different troops, and it shows 500, 500, and I really believe I had higher amounts when I put those in. I just don't want to. I need to do something to make sure that whatever amount it was, that we can go ahead and do it. And
You don't remember the amounts to have
no,
them
it's
just
on
go
my
ahead
phone,
and
and
correct
my
it?
phone's being updated right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So I
Well,
don't
we'll-
have information.
We'll approve it with that condition that you can raise your
Okay.
amount. So.
Thank you.
Harley, go ahead.
Yes, Jody, and I need to make a change on that. Bridges of Hope of Delaware County, 500, should be 600. And I just looked at my application, it says 6, so
Okay.
make that change on it. Thank you. That's it.
Are you ready for Councilor Hatfield? She's going.
Yes.
I was just $300. It's a Native American group. They will be sending for Okmulgee. Do you need all that information?
Just kind of a general. I mean.
Okay, just more,
Okmulgee.
more high school. Yeah, Okmulgee. I think it's called the Challenge Bowl.
Okay.
Several Cherokees will be involved in that. Actually, they all will.
Okay.
Councilor Shambaugh has the floor.
I need to do the Uchi Community Center. 500.
Okay.
Anybody else? This is Christmas. Mr. Walkenstick.
Greenleaf Baptist Church, give them 500. And then Dry Creek Community Building, give them 1,000. And give Tailhope Community Building 1,000.
Did you break down that Sequoia Chapel, or how are you going to do that?
You want to do that special project or community assistance?
Do that special project.
Okay.
Jody, 1,000 to Lowry Fire Department.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay. Any motion? We already have. Got a motion, can I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor of approving the community assistance funds, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? All right. Let's go ahead and look at law enforcement. It's the next one. And I think you got a new sheet on your desk for that also. For approval?
Excuse me.
Is that a second? Can I have a second?
I have a second.
Oh, thank you. I have a motion and a second for the law enforcement. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay, res requests are in your book.
There's actually, I need to add one new one.
Okay.
Under the motor fuel tax, for Council Lady Vasquez, it's $49,528. It's the Oklahoma State and Community Building Parking Lot in South Coffeyville.
So with that addition, could I get a motion?
So moved.
And a motion and a second for roads. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay, what about sports teams, Jody? Are those up to date?
Yes.
New ones on there. Okay, and livestock?
They both
Approve
good?
what's in
We're all
there.
good?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Motion.
Well, were there any new ones on sports teams and livestock?
Yeah, you can go ahead and, I mean, actually those, we just process those.
Okay.
Those are the two funds we actually process without,
So we don't
I
really
mean, you
take any
guys
action.
just, if you see a problem or whatever, you can let us know.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Sean Slater, step up.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
I had my report last night on the financial side of things, so I'll kind of go into the projects today. At Saline Courthouse, we continue efforts there to restore that property. I believe they're on the interior, looking at the demolition, done some of that, trying to make some decisions on how best to preserve that going forward, interior and exterior. We've slowed down the process there a little bit to make sure we have enough security out there to protect it. We've had some vandalism just recently. We've not had any once we added surveillance capability and a security team out there to help with that. We're currently working on the plans for the caretaker's home. I've seen the latest rendition on that. I think it's going to be nice, something that really complements that particular area. We're also looking at some expanded electrical service capabilities there that would help with any event outside on the grounds that might occur. I think they have some singings there and different things, and there's a need for some exterior electrical capabilities. So we're looking at all that. I think when it's done, it should be a fantastic property and a showcase for Cherokee Nation. At Mankiller, we're currently working with Dr. Grimm to determine what the next phase of that renovation is going to be. We know that the existing building needs to come down, the original one, and then we will come back out of the ground with something that complements the one that we built a couple years ago there. So those decisions are yet to be made, but we're getting closer. Childers is the architect helping with that. Working with Dr. Childers, or Dr. Grimm and Childers on the med school, trying to determine what the best location and the best best method is to get started on that project with. And so hopefully in the next week or two, decision will be made about how to move forward with that. Very excited about our new Casino 4 there at Hard Rock. Had the privilege of the last couple of weeks, or at least the week before last for me, meeting with the Hard Rock International design team out of Hollywood, Florida. And the exterior of the Hard Rock in Tulsa is in need of renovation. It's been almost 10 years. If you see the colors, they're kind of fading from the sun exposure and things like that. So we're going to give that a fresh look. And in addition to the exterior walls and things, we're going to redo the entryway from 193rd up to the casino. And I've seen the preliminary drawings that came out of that trip, and I really think it's something that everybody is going to fall in love with. The interior on that is progressing. We're going to have a lot of memorabilia that's country that Hard Rock is providing as part of their deal, and we have named the dance floor bar area Track 5. And you might say, why Track 5? Well, one of our Cherokee marketing people had done some research and found that on Track 5 of several country albums back in the day and currently, there are songs that reference Tulsa. And so Hard Rock got all excited about that. They've got memorabilia for that, and we'll be able to really market that particular brand. So hats off to, it was Martin Madewell that did that. Tahlequah Casino's proceeding nicely. It's on track to open May 1st, and then on May 15th we'll have the Bassmaster fishing contest weigh-ins there. That completes my report. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Go ahead, Councilor Crittenden.
Yes, Sean, on the Stillwell Clinic.
Yes, sir.
I seen Chief in here, maybe, I guess he left, but the pharmacy, are they still going to try to ensure that that stays on campus?
It's a good question, and I think at this point we're weighing every alternative that's out there for that. That's the desire, I know. We just got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Anybody in here heard that plan on the Wilma Mankiller Clinic? Secretary? Of course, the elders, and
yeah.
Surely there's a spot in there somewhere
Yeah.
where they wouldn't have to get out and...
Yeah, that site, I can just tell you, is constrained.
Chief,
So
we were just talking about the Stillwell Clinic. Are there still plans to leave the pharmacy there on site?
on the permanent one or on the in the interim?
Just in the meantime, where the folks wouldn't have to go somewhere else for their medicine?
Dr. Grimm will be here, but he's working on it, and he's thinking of a building out the parking lot, but
Okay.
don't hold me to that one.
Yeah. But
We're looking at that.
a lot of folks are in support of right there. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just have a comment. Sean, would you explain, and I should know this, but Hard Rock, the franchising, the Seminoles, what they have a copy to, what, west of the Mississippi, who's got that?
Yeah, they've consolidated that. The Hard Rock, the Seminole tribe in Florida has consolidated all Hard Rock brands.
Okay.
And before it was split west of the Mississippi, which is what we initially signed up for, and then the rest of the country and the world globally was under the Florida Seminole brand. They bought out west of the Mississippi. Now they own them all. We're a franchise and partner with the Florida Seminoles on the Hard Rock here.
And it serves us well, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. I know one tribe in New Mexico, it didn't fare well for them, but it's a different geographics and different setup from what we had.
Well, that was an execution issue there,
Okay.
how they executed on that brand.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay, good enough. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Counselor Buzzard.
Sean, I was just curious and wondering, you said Mount Keller Clinic would have to take that building all the way down?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to take it all?
I think over time, the building envelope allowed moisture to come in and has rusted the red iron that it went up with. So there were so many issues with that and fixes that really is best just to start over.
Do you happen to know the design group that designed that the first time?
No, sir. No.
Just wondered. Thank you.
And I just have a comment when I go over the financials and then think about all that's been accomplished in the last 7-8 years with our clinics and then also the building we've done under the business umbrella, and still we're sitting at no debt. It's amazing, and I hope you take that back. Tell your staff.
I will.
You know, I mean, they have done a great job.
Something we take pride in.
Yeah.
I just
Did
want
you
to
have
mention
something to
one
add,
thing
Jody?
too, that I don't think Sean has mentioned this, but our dividend that the nation receives is based upon the higher of C&E net income, the casinos, or C&B. Historically, that's always been the casinos, but I noticed recently in the final for this year is it's actually based upon C&E profits, so which means the consolidated businesses are actually adding to the bottom line now instead of just relying on C&E being the highest number. So
Yeah.
Very good.
I thought that was a really good positive. So
It is.
Thank
it's
you.
covering all of corporate, I mean, covering everything and still making above profits, over and above.
Sean's doing a good job.
Good job.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Sean. All right, Lacey, you're up.
Morning, everybody. Well, we're closing out fiscal year 18, and we've got our auditors on site again. So we're getting ready to go through another audit, expecting another good result. And we're monitoring the information related to the federal budget landscape for FY19 because the continuing resolution is up on December the 7th. So we're keeping our eye on that as well. So you all have my report. If there's any questions you might have or comments, I'll be happy to take those.
Lacey, you're another part of the tribe that, just like Sean here, our CEO, we appreciate you and your staff for always bringing us good news and keeping us out of the audits there, of the bad audits, I mean.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question on, there was a proposal that was brought to us earlier from the Historical Society on matching grants. They are not eligible for our matching grants to the Cherokee Nation because they're not part of us, right? They're like a nonprofit. Is that correct?
So they are their own separate entity, and in the past what we've done is we have looked at grants where we could work collaboratively with the Historical Society to perhaps offset those asks that may come either to the nation or to C&B. And so we will certainly look at partnering with them on a grant, and we have used in the past some of our TIPO funds to match a project over there at the Heritage Center as well. So it's not out of the question, and wouldn't be the first time we've used our funds here to leverage for a grant, but we'll certainly look at the options and see what we have available.
Okay. I think Jody figured it out, but thank you if we ever need that resource in the future. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Anything else for Lacey? Okay, go back to your auditors.
Thank you.
Looking forward to that.
I will say we've had 15 agency audits since new administration came in, and we've passed all of those with flying colors. So thank you to not only my staff, but all the staff out in the programs that are diligently watching our grants. Thank you.
Yep. So, okay, that brings us down to our budget modification. Keith, would you introduce that for us, please?
Certainly, this is an act amending Legislative Act 22-18, authorizing the comprehensive operating budget for fiscal year 2019, Mod 2, and declaring an emergency, and I move for its approval.
Have a motion and a second. Are there any questions regarding this? Well, I do have a comment. I'm looking at where we're spending our money. We've got family violence youth service, suicide prevention. I mean, it's all stuff that gets down to the core of having a healthy nation, and I'm pleased that we invest in those things and offer them to our people. So I have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, we'll take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay. Mod passes. Are there any announcements? Okay, the next meeting is scheduled for December 18th at 9 a.m. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, I'll give you a
Thank you. All those in favor of adjournment? CCC. All right, we're done.